Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Grumman Pilot's YouTube channel. And today we're going to see on the Project Tiger, the rear windows get their final install and seal. And you begin that process, well, with seal. Now you put a bead all around the inside of the window, and then very carefully, usually with two people, one on the outside, one on the inside, the window is now pushed into the sealant, and then you start by putting the aluminum brackets that hold it in place. There are 4 of them. You get one installed top and bottom, and then you do the entire field. So now let's examine some more of this process and have some fun with these final windows installed and all the details that go into making it happen. So we would like to ask you please subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the notify to stay current with our content. So let's get started installing the rear windows. So as you can see, Matt's applying the sealant, and this was back on September 12th. Now let's talk about the steps that we're going to go when we're going to be installing these windows. We're going to apply sealant to the window. Now that bead is going to be fairly generous, and then you're going to insert the window into the sealant carefully. Then you're going to secure it with the side strips, usually just the top and the bottom to hold it in place, and then you'll get all 4 of them in place. After that's done, you're going to go outside, you're going to check, then you're going to go back in and do final tighten, then you're going to come back out and you're going to clean. And the seal on the outside is to squeeze out, and then you're going to spend a little bit of time doing some cleaning. You're actually going to do lots of cleaning because you're going to want it to last like another 45 years and look really good. And then when you're all done with that, you're going to go do the other side. Now let's talk about the tools that we're going to be using during this whole process. Now for tools, you're going to need a screwdriver that matches the screws that you're going to be using to hold the window in, usually going to be a Phillips. And then go to Home Depot and get some silicone 2 sealant. It won't mold, it won't mildew, and it would look really good in your bathroom too if you use it that way. You're going to want some masking tape to seal some areas off so you keep them good and clean. And then you're going to need some rags. And I mean you're going to need a lot of rags because it's going to be a lot of cleaning. But when you're all done, you're going to have a good job. So let's get on with it. Now, as you can see, Matt's applying a liberal amount of sealant. And when you want enough that it's going to seal on the inside, but you're also looking for the proper amount of squeeze out on the outside. And that's how you're going to form that bead on the outside of the aircraft between the skin of the turtle deck and the outside of the window. That's going to prevent any water from getting in, and then of course if it did get in, that gap is all filled with sealant on the inside. So it's not a hard process, but it is one that you're going to want to take your time on, and you're going to want to have some cloth or something down, because I guarantee you some sealant is going to hit the floor. You're going to get some on you, but you're going to have a lot of fun when you see the final product and you're all done. So here's Matt getting the window in place, and then once you get the window in, as you can see the little driplets of sealant right there along the top, once you get the window in place, then you're going to begin the fun process of installing all the screws in the 4 retaining strips that hold the window on the inside of the aircraft. And there's Matt moving the first strip into place on the bottom to kind of line it up. Now you see you're working with one hand, the other hand is holding the window in place. You can sometimes use your head if you're not afraid of getting a little bit of sealant in your hair. But anyway, that's what the process begins, and now let's move on and watch Matt have some more fun with this. Let me add here that one little tip is before you try to put all the screws in, that you actually use clecos of the right size, and you get 2 clecos holding the strip in. Then you can get another strip in, and now you've got the window good and secure, and then the other clecos can come in, and now you can come back and fill the field of screws. So stay tuned, we'll watch Matt do just that. So, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you found all this information about the rear window install and the Project Tiger useful and informative. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day flying your Grumman. Forget buying expensive toys for your kittens and cats. We find that just taking the aircraft spruce box and the paper on the tile floor is more than enough amusement for them for hours.